Hi, it's so nice to see you again. It's October 1st, 2:15, and it's been a while since we've spoken. But I feel an impulse to share with you what's been happening in my world. I've been noticing a lot of control. It's been my topic um, of movement, and I wonder if it's been similar for you. So I'd like to talk for a few minutes about control. What is control and why do we do it and what are we controlling? And I know that you have probably done a lot of work around control and may even feel like you've dumped a bunch of it off, and I know you have. And yay, that's super. And I have too. So let's give us all, our pats on the back, high fives. We're doing great. But I've noticed deeper levels of control showing up and recognizing how it pinches off my life force, how it pinches off my divinity, how it pinches off my authenticity and my expression, because then my expressions become very confined and very streamlined and very focused on what it is I'm trying to control, whether that's a relationship, a piece of art, my body, my house, my schedule, my business, my pets, my environment, my government, even this movie. So, I've been looking at how I do those things. Like, let's say, as an example, there might be someone in your life, a relationship of some sort, whether it's a really close one or one a little bit on the outer disk of your reality, that whenever you engage with it, in whatever way you engage with it, or whatever way it shows up for you, is bothersome. It's a little bit like a bee in your bonnet, or a splinter in your hiney. And in those moments, and maybe even afterwards, when it starts to replay, or you have the emotional remnants of that interaction moving through your body and your mind and your spirit and the thoughts that come from that. Why am I doing this? Those are really great things to pay attention to. Why are you in that relationship? Well, because it's my so and so, or I have to because. You'll have your reasons, as I've had mine. But what if you were to question those reasons? Let's say, as an example, I have to because it's a family member, and that's just what you do. Well, is it? Is it what you do? Says who? Well, if I don't, then, they might not like me, or the family's going to get upset with me because that's just the way we do things, and, we have to. But all of these have tos and all of these excuses for continuing to engage with that splinter in your hiney, even though it's uncomfortable and it hurts you and it's in your hiney, or that bee in your bonnet that keeps buzzing around and buzzing around and bothering you and going, hey, pay attention to me, can you lift your hat up and let me fly free? When we're not willing to do that, it's because we're generally trying to control how we're being seen, how we'll be viewed, somebody else's emotions, somebody else's perception of us, what somebody else might say about us to others, how we'll look, how we'll feel. I'll feel bad. Yeah, but you're feeling bad all the time whenever you engage and have that splinter up your hiney, or the bee in your bonnet, or, the telephone call that never goes well, or the check-in that you're left in going, oh, for weeks after you're digesting it, wondering why you're bothering and complaining to your friends and not feeling well, having a tension headache, or chewing your nails, or having a tummy ache, or the pooperia I like to call it, or your knees don't feel well, or you feel exhausted and lethargic. And you do your best to put your best foot forward, but ultimately, even that is control, trying to put our best foot forward so we are received a certain way or that we feel better about ourselves as human beings. which has often been one for me. As a parent, I should. As a lover, I should. As a wife, I should. As a sister, as an aunt, as a friend, as an employee, as an employer. The list is as long as your thoughts can make it, and as we've been trained to make it. My suggestion here is to question if you were truly being the expression, the unique, loving, authentic, divine expression of who you really truly are, what would be the most fluid, enjoyable thing for you? And let's define what enjoyment means. For me, there is no hair pulling in enjoyment. Well, there might be, but that's a different story, right? There is no bee in my bonnet. There is no discomfort in my hiney. There is no continual regurgitation from the mental realms of why I did it, how could they say that, what should I do, what's going on. There's just a fluid breath and an impulse and a guidance that feels really good. It's like, no, you know what? I don't want to meet that person for lunch. I don't want that person on my friend list. I don't care how many likes I got on that because I loved doing it. Yeah, you know what? That's my partner or my in-law or my child, but you know what? I'm not playing that way anymore. And when you can let that move through and you let go of the control, which is the reasons why we're trying to be safe, trying to be loved from an outside source, and we reclaim and re-embody and re-express who we are outwardly and radiate that. Well, you'll find out for yourself. So my invitation for the next little while is that you play with that and let's talk about it because it's really nice to have support. It's really nice to open up. It feels really good. What if we couldn't control what we shared or how we were perceived and the assistance that came our way? What if we were just wide open to the impulse that felt loving? And we didn't even try and control what that looked like or expressed like. We just let it move through us. Thank you for this video. It's a little longer than I wanted it to be, 7 minutes. Thanks for sticking it out. Anyway, not controlling the video, right? If you're still here at the end of this, thank you so much. I love you so much. And warm hugs, love, and happy autumn. And let's talk soon. Bye.